everybody, Zach Butler YGO back with another deck profile. This is an updated Vanquish Soul deck, but it's pretty different from what the last one was. The last one was more of like a mid-rangey, like stun deck with like a lot of hand traps and some floodgates and stuff. This one is much more of a combo version, and I wanted to show you guys the deck really quick because it's a lot of fun. And with the Black Friday sales going on this weekend, if you want to pick up any of the cards, now is the time to do it with the kickback going on TCG Player. And please use that description or the link in the description below if you do that portion. That does help me out, which is pretty awesome. So I'll show you guys this deck really quick and we'll go into it. And if you want to see some combo hands with or anything like that, let's get this to like 50 likes. And I'll do a couple of test hands and some basic combos with it. It's pretty cool. So this is the more like combo heavy version of the Vanquish Soul deck. I played tonight at locals. I went 4-0, which isn't a big deal, but it was a lot of fun. So first we have 3 Rosin, of course, searches out all of the names besides itself, obviously. And then one thing that we're doing differently is 3 Pantera. This is actually really important because you want to be able to synchro summon without your normal summon, and Pantera helps you to do that. And then we have 2 Mad Love, which gets a lot better in this version because I'm playing a lot more of the spells. So that's it for the little ones. And then we have 2 Jiaolong. I still want to play 3, but for this one I couldn't find room for it, and it's really less important in this version than most of them because you're not trying to grind out as long. So 2 is fine. Then we have double Caesar Valius and double Heavy Borger. I'm typically a big fan of like 3-1 or 3-2, but with this one I actually wanted to have the level variation, and the second Valius comes up just by being a big body. You're not really going to end with Borger on the field quite as much. You're actually ending it more often on like Rock, Crystal Wing, and then just like a Caesar. That tends to be more threatening than the random Heavy Borger, so it doesn't get as much utility there. Then you have the Kashtira engine of 3 Fenrir, 1 Rise Heart. Still like this a lot. It's just a nice solid like pressure card. And like I said in the last video, Fenrir is just such a good card. You kind of want to see it in pretty much every deck you can. If you have the ability to play it, I think you really should. And then Rise Heart is obviously really good being a warrior and a fire. And then the reason why this deck works is because of the 3 Revolution Synchrons. This is just a really cool card in general, and I don't think it sees enough experimentation. And with the season winding down, because we don't have anything going on through the winter, I figured now is the time to play it. So it lets you synchro summon using it in your hand for a power tool monster or a level 7 or 8 dragon, which is pretty awesome because if you want, you can use it with your Pantera. You can just special summon Pantera and then use this as the 7 to make power tool dragon. Or you can use it with your Rosin or your Mad Love. If I played a level 8 synchro that I could just like have as a way, I did think about playing Omega. You could use it with Jiaolong. If you had special some of this, you could synchro some of these 2 into like a Stardust Dragon or something. But that never really came up like when I was running test hands. The other cool thing, though, is that if it's in the graveyard, you can mill the top card of your deck and special summon this as a level 1 tuner. So with the Pantera, you can actually play Naturia Beast, which I chose not to do tonight, but that was an option. So you could do that, but most of the time you'll use this alongside Pantera or your normal summon to make a Power Tool Dragon or something, and then you'll bring this back and use it to make Crystal Wing, which is just another like cool little nifty thing you can do. And it's an Earth, so its attribute lines up really well with the Caesar Valius. I did think about playing Assault Synchron and Jet Synchron along with Tuning, which would then give you a Searchable Fire and Dark, which are the 3 attributes you want. Or just play cutting this down to 2 and then playing one of each, and then you'll have the attributes that way. That was the monsters, or like the engine monsters. Then you have 3 Stake Your Soul, 3 copies of Durandal because you want to play it for Powerful Dragon, so you need the additional copies. 1 Reinforcement of the Army. 1 Triple Tactics Talents. This is like the 40th card. 2 copies of Vanquish Soul Continue and 1 copy of Dust Devil. I actually really like Dust Devil this format. Just being able to Book of Moon at least 1 monster is usually pretty good at interrupting plays. And if you're it helps even going second, like into Unchained boards or into Labyrinth if they have the untargetable lady and things like that. You can just use this to interrupt as many plays as you can. So that was the engine spells, and then for the hand traps, there's 3 Ash, This is like the best one. 3 Veiler and 3 Imperm. No Droll, D-Shifter, Crow, Bell, anything like that. 6 of your hand traps not lining up with your attributes is a little unfortunate, but because you play so many more extenders, it kind of evens out in that regard. And I'm not looking to prevent as much of the play from my opponent as just stop them from getting to like the full negation, and then using my Revolution Synchron plays to break their board from there. So that was the main deck. It's 41 cards, I believe. For the extra deck, you have Baronne de Fleur, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, which came up against Labyrinth, Power Tool Dragon, it's one of your key combo cards, and then Power Tool Mecha Dragon. This is for if you summon, or you summon this if you already have a Durandal in hand. You can just summon this and then equip it with Durandal, draw a card, send Durandal to search for the Rosin, bring back the Revolution Synchron and make your Crystal Wing, and then you got an additional card, which is pretty cool. It only came up once, but it's just a neat little thing to have. And then when Quibelt the Blade Dragon, this is the TCG exclusive or world premiere from Dune earlier this year. When you summon it, you just destroy a card, and then it's got like a negation effect or something when it dies, which never comes up. For the Xyz, you have Abyss Dweller, Baguska, Zeus, and Typhon, just to have, you know, all your utility cards. That's it. And then Double Rock, 1 SP, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Dark. I don't think SP came up at all, but, you know, it's obviously good to have. All the synchros come up, though, which is pretty cool. And then for the side deck, I sided the 3 shifters for if I went second against like T or something like that. I'm not really a big fan of playing shifter in general, just because I don't like having it as a dead draw, but it's such a powerful going second card that I feel like it's worth the risk. And in this deck in particular, you need those like really good draws. 3 Droll and Lockbird, and 3 Kurikara Dead Incarnate. You'll notice the 6 of these cards do work with the attributes in the deck, which is really good. And then sided 3 background removal. You have the 2 Cosmic Cyclone, the 1 Duster, and then the 3, there can be only 1. I wanted this over Summon Limit just because it's better going second than Summon Limit is, and I felt like being able to disrupt fields when they're half set up is more important. But that was the deck. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, get it to 50 likes and we can do some cool little combos and test hands and go over some of the basics with it. I had a lot of fun, and I want to see how it does again in upcoming locals. Let me know what you think down below, and until next time, have a wonderful day.